10 lines from the bottom, at the bottom of the page of Mem Vav, which corresponds to page 91, chapter Chof Vav, chapter 26 of Shaar HaEmunah by the Mittler Rebbe. And this chukka, this divine craving that occurs within a person, ze ruchnius. This is spiritual. Hi be'erech ruchnius or hanashama. This is a spiritual light that goes according to the soul. So this is the soul service of the person. No pun intended. Soul service. Okay. All right. V'im kain nikra shel heves yud k ve'esh havaya. I love this. Okay. So this is called the fiery yud k, and this is the fire of Havaya, the name Havaya. Now, just to go on about this a little bit, since the godly soul is in fact in and of itself godly, it has the name of the Yud K inside of itself. So when this Yud K is being activated and it wants to be enclosed within the Eibusher, within his Mahus Va'atzmus Mamish, therefore the Yud K which is inside of his godly soul is on fire. And this is representative of the Eish Havaya. This represents on the fire of Hashem himself, corresponding to the name of Havaya, which is the Yud K Vav K, the Yud and the Hey and the Vav and the Hey. Ubalashin Hagamora Eish Shalamayla. This is the fire that exists on high. This is the fire that exists above, on a level that surrounds our existence in its higher state. Aval bechinas pailus hamoach v'halev hativi. But when we're speaking about an arousal that exists within the mensch down here in this physical world, that corresponds to his physical brain and that corresponds to his physical and fleshy heart, hativi, which has become affected, al pi ria ayin hasechel, and it has been affected by the seeing of the intellectuality that's going on above in the godly soul. Valev hativi lachir leboira, and this lave, this heart that's down here, is able to recognize its creator. It's been affected by everything that's going on above. So it's not that everything that goes on above just stays above. Rather, the hispilus and the arousal and the awakening that happens down here happens because there's an arousal from above within the person that's happening on their godly state of being. So that arouses the heart down here. Kamoshikasuv, libi ubarasi yiranunu, that the heart and its flesh will go and it'll sing out to its creator. Gahai Gavna. Zehu Eish Shalamata, that this is the fire that exists down here below. And this is powerful. Shehu Rashbi Eish Hatashuka Shibalev Basar Gashmi. And this is sparks of fire. And this represents on the craving that's inside of the fleshy heart and the physical heart. And the Hispilus Hamoach Gashmi, and it corresponds also to the arousal inside of the physical brain, kis pailusoi bahava atzmai, and he has a love for Hashem himself, vakach lahava, kihu hayecha, because he's your life mamish, kamoshi kasiv b'chal libi d'rashecha, with my whole heart I have searched for you. Okay, so how do we understand that our heart can be on fire? I'll tell you a little story once about Charlie Buttons in Crown Heights. It's as follows. I heard once upon a time that he was a tzaddik nister, a hidden tzaddik. And for a while I was like, yeah, this guy, you kidding me? He runs around with buttons and he says all sorts of crazy weird things and he acts whatever. Going to the mikveh and saying, anybody see my rubber ducky? Or jumping in the mikveh and saying, gonna take the leap of faith. So I was like, yeah, whatever. This guy at tzaddik, sure, fine, why not? Okay. But then the more and more people talked about it, specifically when I was by a Shabbos table with a great family, beautiful family during, it was around Chag HaSukkos, maybe it was before, maybe it was after, I don't remember. Went to a Shalom Zachar, and of course, who shows up? Charlie Buttons. Charlie Buttons goes over to the father and gives him a little chaim and gives his whole spiel in his speech. And I shook Charlie's hand after that, and I started, after that moment, when I was walking out of the Shalom Zacher, I started to think about what Charlie was doing. And what I realized was that he was involved with the avoid of bringing the Or de Toihu B'Kelim de Tikkun with his crazy speech. How is he going to bring the Kelim de Tikkun? Just by showing up the Shalom Zacher and sharing a l'chaim with the Father. Nevertheless, he's giving this whole crazy speech, and what I'm realizing is that I'm realizing the full sense how this is, what he's doing is bringing Or de Toihu B'Kelim de Tikkun. And as a result of my thinking about, meditating about what Charlie was doing, I felt my heart just go coal on fire. And I felt it for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe it was less, maybe, I don't know. But I can tell you it's there, and it's this amazing thing. And what that means is that every Yiddish heart has that. And what it essentially is a heart that's on fire for Hashem. Unfortunately, there's all these klipadik things around it. There's all these things around the heart that are covering up so that divine light can't reach it, so that we can't always feel our heart, which is constantly on fire for the Eibishter. But like a hidden treasure, as the Alter Rebbe talks about in Tanya, we have to search and dig for that hidden treasure that exists within our heart, within our Nefesh HaTivius, this hidden love that exists within our heart. We have to search for it like a hidden treasure, and we have to keep digging and digging and digging. Okay.